Hi, hello everybody. We are here, I think it's the 12th lesson of Spanish. We are at www.spanishfreelessonsonline.com. In this lesson, we will practice how to go and ask for prices if we are going to buy something at a shop. So we will start by learning the first most basic words, the buyer and the seller. Okay? Here, this is the buyer, this is the seller, or buyer and salesperson. Comprador. Let's spell this in Spanish. C-O-M-P-R-A-D-O-R. That's comprador. Comprador. Now the seller. V-E-N-D-E-D-O-R. Vendedor. Vendedor. So, imagine you're going into a bookshop and you want to ask for the price of a book. So let's start like this. Hola, ¿cuánto cuesta este libro? Hola, ¿cuánto cuesta este libro? Hola, ¿cuánto cuesta este libro? Hello, how much costs this book? Cuesta 200 pesos. Pesos is the currency that is used in most of the Latin American countries. The peso. Of course, it's not as valuable as the dollar, so 200 pesos is probably a reasonable price for a cheap book in many countries. Let me write down the word 200, 200, if you forgot how to write it. 200. 200. That means 200. Sorry. Next question. Buen día. ¿Cuánto vale esta mesa? Mesa means table. Mesa. So, buen día. ¿Cuánto vale esta mesa? Try to pronounce the same as I pronounce every sound. Buen día. This means good morning. ¿Cuánto vale esta mesa? How much costs this table? Vale 2,000 pesos. 2,000 means literally 2,000. So you can see that to ask how much something costs, you can ask ¿cuánto cuesta? Or ¿cuánto vale? Both ways are correct and both ways are as used. ¿Cuánto cuesta would literally mean how much costs, and this one would be how much is valued or how much it's worth. Okay? Buenas tardes. ¿Cuánto cuesta un café? Buenas tardes. ¿Cuánto cuesta un café? This is good afternoon. How much costs a coffee? Now the answer, imagine the shopkeeper at the cafeteria wants to tell you the espresso costs 20 and the café americano costs 25. So, el expreso cuesta 20 y el café americano 25. Right? If you can also say, instead of putting a comma, you can say y el café americano cuesta 25. But you can just omit cuesta and just write down the number, okay? Same as in English. In case you forgot how to spell 20 and 25, here you can see it. 20, 25. Look at this. ¿Cuánto cuesta un café? Un means a coffee. If you want to say the coffee, it would be el café. El means, el is the masculine singular article, right? But now we are using an indeterminate article. Un, masculine singular, right? Un. Next question. Buenos días. ¿A cuánto está el kilo de manzanas? This question is, how much does the kilo of apples cost? Look at this first. Buenos días. Instead of saying buen día for good morning, we are saying buenos días. It is the same thing, but here you're saying buen día in singular. Here you're saying buenos días in plural. Why? I don't know, but both ways are as much used. Buen día and buenos días. Some people say buen día, some other people say buenos días, and most people use both, and unconsciously they sometimes use one or the other. So just be aware of that. You can say it in both ways. I don't know why, but people also say plural, buenos días, like good mornings or good days. ¿A cuánto está el kilo de manzanas? Literally, translating word by word, this would be, at what price is the kilo of apples? This way of asking for a price is very typical from when you go to a store and ask for the price of something that is changing very often, right? Like, for example, foods or vegetables or fruits, right? So this is a very typical way of asking when you go to the store or to the grocery. ¿A cuánto está el kilo de manzanas? So you have ¿cuánto cuesta or cuánto vale and for